Maybe not everybody would like to sound like Vader or design a super duper futuristic sci-fi gun at first. Maybe somebody on YouTube would like to know what sound design is. Welcome to the Cactus Sound channel, and today I'm going to explain what sound design is, what this channel is about, and what I do. If this is your first time here, I encourage you to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Now let's get it started. What is sound design? Let me quote Wikipedia. Sound design is the art and practice of creating soundtracks for a variety of needs. It involves specifying, acquiring, or creating auditory elements using audio production techniques and tools. It is employed in a variety of disciplines, including filmmaking, television production, video game development, theater, sound recording and reproduction, live performance, sound art, post-production, radio, and musical instrument development. Sound design commonly involves performing, see for example Foley, and editing of previously composed or recorded audio, such as sound effects and dialogue for the purposes of the medium, but it can also involve creating sounds from scratch through synthesizers. A sound designer is one who practices sound design. So it is appropriate that I'm talking about myself as a sound designer. You may think that this quote made everything clear for us. However, I would like to elaborate on this in my own way. I like to think about sound design as a storytelling tool, and this tool makes a great duo with image. Silent films had their charm. You can also play without sound, but the combination of these two elements, that is, image and sound, allows the viewer, listener, or player to find themselves in the world created by authors, if of course it is well prepared. And here I have some examples of clips with and without sound.
There is a moment.
It is not.
Here's Smilegeach, pass to Pascal. Here's Poole. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
This is just an argument for those who refuse to believe the obvious. Sound helps to feel the atmosphere of the world we are watching, even if we design silence. Sound design is also present in audiobooks. And you may think it's less important than the voice actors themselves, but it can very sadly support the perception of the book. I remember listening to The Space Odyssey, great thing. We can distinguish 5 elements of sound design, and those are ambience, Foley sounds, sound effects, voiceovers, and music. All these elements can be created in 3 ways: recording sound, synthesizing new sounds, or combining those 2 techniques. Let's describe them quickly. Ambients. Ambients are the sounds of the background of the surrounding environment that help us identify the place we are showing. If we are at the ocean, then the ambience should be waves, seagulls, or other elements characteristic to this place. Not forgetting that if we sound design to an image, our ambient sounds must match it. On a beach full of people, there will be lots of noises, unless we are just entering the protagonist's mind that filters these sounds. Sound design is awesome. Foley sounds. That is, every step, fabric movement, mechanical elements, doors, buttons, basically everything that is not ambient music or a specially prepared sound effect. I have a dilemma whether reloading a futuristic weapon or the sound of running with it should be treated as Foley or as a sound effect. If we assume that we can simply record each Foley because it is a naturally occurring sound, then no. However, I like to treat them as Foley sounds because no one has made such a weapon yet, so someone had to figure out what it would sound like. And since I am not talking about the sound of the gunshot, but about the sounds accompanying its possession, the theory can be bent. What's your opinion? Let me know in comments. Sound effects are everything we created that is not a natural sounding element of the world. Yes, shots in movies are usually effects, because weapons don't sound that interesting. No one recorded Godzilla attacking Tokyo, and Sebulba's pod racer isn't just a V-engine recorded. This is my favorite element of sound design, because it allows to create completely new things, new sounds. And if the rest like what I did, we have a win-win. Voiceovers, so the voices we hear. And since we can do various things apart from making it sound good and understandable, we can give it character. For example, make it a monster or add reverb to place it in a dream. Of course, this applies to the sounds heard from the so-called off-screen, and the same techniques can be applied to the lines spoken by the actors in a given scene. Music. Well, I don't think I need to add anything. Well-chosen and written music allows to completely feel the soundscape in any type of production. Not all elements need to be present at once. It all depends on what we want to show to the consumer. Balance is also important, because when we overload something with too many sounds, we can create a cacophony or some incomprehensible chaos to the viewer. In addition of recording and creating sounds, I also deal with the mix, that is, taking care of just mentioned balance. However, mix is not the topic of this episode. Not every sound designer mixes their sounds with the final project. Sometimes it is only providing certain items for the audio engineer, like sound editor or re-recording mixer. I am lucky to be doing everything from start to finish so far, so I have full control over it. But with larger movies, games or other productions, the roles and responsibilities in the sound team are much more divided and visible. Okay, so we can summarize. Sound design is creating and recording sounds, manipulation and processing to create completely new, unique sounds, storytelling with sound, placing the viewer/listener in the right mood. And that would be all. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that I helped you to understand what I do and what turns me on. Remember to leave a like, subscribe, and until next time.